So other assessments a person who trains cancer patients may wish to consider is having them fill out what's called the PARMEDX form. So it is a form that is similar to the PAR-Q. It was developed by the same group, the Canadian Society for Exercise Physiology. So note that the web address is csep.ca because it is a Canadian organization. But you can download the PAR-Q, the PARMEDX, and then the PARMEDX for pregnancy from their website. People who have cancer, especially women with breast cancer, they do tend to gain weight during treatment just because of the types of treatments, the hormone-based hormone blockers, prednisone. So, but on the other hand, people who have cancers such as oral cancers, colon cancers, they will often lose weight during treatment because of having difficulty eating or malabsorption issues. Pulmonary function testing may need to be done, especially if the person is taking a type of chemotherapy that can impact the lungs. And, the lymphedema testing, that may also be done. Probably not anything we would do, but they may have that done at the oncologist's office or with the lymphedema therapist. And as we saw this with the last class, here are the limb volume tests that they use, the water displacement test, to check for lymphedema. So they would do this in the legs, or particularly in breast cancer patients, they would be using the arm with this. So it would be the entire arm that would be affected. This table is a little busy, but you do have it in your guidelines book. So this is the Department of Health and Human Services physical activity guidelines for cancer survivors. So if you look at the more common site-specific cancers, so in general, get people active. I mean, just like anything else, recommend people to exercise every day. Certain fracture risks, with chemotherapy, prostate cancer, pelvic floor exercises, Kegel exercises, colon cancer, and depending on whether a person has any type of permanent ostomy or a temporary ostomy during treatment. The hematologic cancer, HSCT, that is the stem cell transplant. So that is people who are, have leukemia, lymphoma, but they have not had a stem cell transplant. And people who have a stem cell transplant really have to be more careful about progression and intensity because of the immune effects. So this is a very good guideline, this table from the guidelines book. So this is from chapter 10. And then here is the rest of the table talking about flexibility training, yoga, any other special considerations. Yoga seems to do very well with breast cancer. Of course, there seems to be the most research with breast cancer. But if you look at the very bottom of the table, you can see that there are a lot of places where the data are just missing with respect to those types of cancers. So we really don't know what is enough about other special considerations.